Nadine and Thomas, 23, Malaysia. I would just say in general, I come from an Asian country, and I'm not saying that in Asian countries women are disrespected, but I will say that men need to see women in a slightly different light. I think to know that women are capable of doing just as much and, going even further than that. And, it's really not something to make fun of. I think sometimes, I think the stigma is still there. And I think the only advice would be, if you want to keep your woman, you need to respect her a little bit more. I'd probably say a ring that my mother gave me for my 21st birthday. Yeah. It was just it's just a turning point in my life, and it was just something my mother wanted to do for me, and I still keep it till today, so it means a lot. I was walking to the train station in London, and I walked past the pub, and a couple of guys were sort of standing outside having a couple of drinks, and I walked past, they started following me. And one guy comes up to me and he says, "Baby, listen, I can be better than your ex and better than your next." I just looked at him and I said, "Are you serious?" And he just said, and he was like, "Yeah." And he came up really close to me, and he looked at me and he said, when you walk into a shop and you see a diamond in the shop, you have to go close to it. And he said, "You're like that diamond." And then I just looked at him and I said, "Look, you need to leave me alone, because I really can't do this." And I just walked off. Nadine and Thomas, 23, Malaysia.
Malaysia. Malaysia got her black belt in karate when she was 16, but after teaching taekwondo, she got bored, so she switched to kickboxing, breaking boards and hearts. It's Malaysia. Mauritius. Malaysia. Malaysia once had the honor of performing for the king. This 23-year-old was a member of her elementary school choir at the time. She'll sing for the king. It's Malaysia.
Sarah 26, Malaysia.
I'd like to. There has been some scientific evidence, I think, to prove that there is some sort of life. But, it'd be nice to say there is, and I don't think there's conclusive evidence as of yet. But what I would like to do is for humans to live on other planets. We should see how that works out in the future. I think women are nurturers, we're more emotional, and we connect better with people on a deeper level. But to me, it's not about having advantages over men, it's about working together and having equal opportunity, equal rights. And for me as a woman, I'd like to see that today, for all women to have those opportunities, because not all women today in this world have that over men. And so I think if that's the case, working hand in hand together and supporting each other so that we can go on to do things and to achieve things together. I'd love to be a dolphin, actually. Last year I swam with dolphins, and I thought they were such majestic creatures, amazing. And there's something really special when I discovered when you actually get so close to a wild animal, as I did, and it's a newfound respect. They are truly remarkable creatures, and yeah, I'd love to be a dolphin, to swim, to have their ability to find like a small pebble in the sea, things like that. Amazing creatures.
Deborah Henry, 26, Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia says that if she could meet anyone in the world, she would choose Warren Buffett. She's very interested in philanthropy and economics. Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia is very adventurous. She was tucked into diving with sharks in Kuala Lumpur as part of a conservation campaign. Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Well, in my opinion, Christmas is the season to be jolly, but it's also the season for loose pants. So for me, it'd always be friends, family, a big table, and lots of food. Hence the loose pants. I haven't been on many dates, but I would have to say it would be my first date because it was so awkward. It was really simple, just a movie, but my two best friends decided to tag along. So, you know, they were sitting in the front and they kept trying to like look over at me and be like, psst, psst, and try and bug my date. So, thanks best friends, but you made it totally awkward. I would go bungee jumping regardless of the fact that I am scared to death of heights just because you only live once.
Kimberly Leggett, 19, Malaysia.
Malaysia. Malaysia is proud of her volunteer work. In addition to Relay for Life, this 19-year-old has worked with the SPCA and raised money for Haitian earthquake victims. Malaysia. Malaysia. Malaysia is a great swimmer, has a green belt in karate, and used to run track. In high school, she was named Best Female Athlete every year. Malaysia.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Hi, I'm Carrie Ng, 25, from the beautiful city of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. What do you miss most about being a kid? Well, sucking my thumb. I've always been caught, like, pictures of my childhood, sucking my thumb. And I can't do that now without looking stupid, so. Spin around 10 times and walk in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh my god, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm fine. I'm perfect. I'm sorry, I did well.
Другим людям, ее подписчикам, правильно питаться.
Malaysia. Malaysia worked hard to obtain a degree in architecture. She dreams of owning her own island where she can build and design custom resorts. Malaysia.
Друзья, перед вами Мисс Малайзия. Посмотрев на нее, понятно, что это совсем непростая штучка, потому что у нее в платье, между прочим, торчит кинжал. То есть лучше с ней не шутить. И, кстати говоря, тоже цель у нее в жизни очень...
Carrie Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Malaysia. Malaysia worked hard to obtain a degree in architecture. She dreams of owning her own island where she can build and design a custom resort. Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia is a former ballerina who was scouted as a teenager to train as a rhythmic gymnast. Her hobbies include painting, writing, and watching documentaries. That sounds amazing.
Salam satu Malaysia. I'm Sabrina Bennett. I'm from Subang Jaya, Selangor, Malaysia, and I'm Miss Universe Malaysia. I actually grew up in a small town, a cowboy town, I would say. That used to be my life. You know, I used to help Dad out at the farm. We had cows and goats. I had a pet goat at the farm. You know, I used to help him milk the cows and actually play with all the little goats there. And I still remember after kindergarten, I used to actually go to the wet market with my dad, sleep on the fishmonger table while waiting for him to be done with work. So it was quite an interesting experience growing up. I come from a medium-sized family, two sisters, a brother, and they're all elder than me. I am the youngest of my family, and the meanest as well. My family is truly important to me, and they've been a real source of strength. I actually love baking. It's something that I've always loved doing. I don't get to eat much of what I bake because I'm on a crazy diet, but I love watching people enjoy my cooking and, you know, my baking. And apparently I'm really famous for my orange cakes, so hopefully I can bake some for you guys. I always had a passion for modeling, so I got into the industry, and it was a complete turnover because it was glamorous, it was runway modeling, and then I got into pageantry. It's funny when I meet my friends from back home and they be like, you were the last person I imagined to actually get into all of this. I think it is such an honor to be Malaysian because of the diversity that we have, you know. We're really warm as people, and you know, as the Malaysian hospitality that everybody talks about. So it's really such an honor to be a part of that, and it's like a huge, big, diverse family.
Apa khabar, Dara? I'm Sabrina Bennett, and Salam Satu Malaysia.
Sabrina Bennett, Malaysia!
Malaysia.
Malaysia is a talented singer and once recorded a single in her native tongue. She doesn't eat red meat because she grew up on a farm and played with cows and goats when she was young. Please welcome Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia battled depression as a teen, but credits pageants for helping her overcome it. She collects mementos from all her travels. She even saved her receipt from her first dinner in Doral. Welcome, Malaysia!
Mauritius.
Vanessa TV Kumaris, Malaysia.
Vanessa was a nationally ranked synchronized swimmer.
Vanessa TV Kumaris, 24, Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia used to be a synchronized swimmer and even auditioned for her country's national team. She says her biggest fear is settling down, which is why she's lived in 5 different countries over the past 4 years. Please welcome Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia studied tourism management in college. After Miss Universe, she plans to open a cafe in her hometown because she's always wanted to be a small business owner. Malaysia.
When I was younger, I was really nerdy. I had like really round Harry Potter looking glasses. I was a bit of a shy person. I would just be like a little mouse, very quiet. But I would participate in sports. And once I did that, I felt more confident and I felt a sense of achievement that, you know what, I can do this and I can do so many other things. You know your body can do this much, but if you feel like you can, if you believe you can, next time you can push yourself to do more. To me personally, beauty is when you're humble and you're confident and you allow other people to see you for who you really are. That's when someone is truly beautiful.
Miss Malaysia!
Miss Malaysia!
Miss Malaysia, Kiran Jasal. Wearing a thermal design created by Edgar Madamba.
Malaysia. Miss Malaysia is a bookworm and fitness junkie, coming from a family of law enforcers and is always up for a new challenge. Currently, she is studying dentistry, believing that she can bring her patients their winning smile. Miss Malaysia.
Korea. Kosovo.
Malaysia. The Petronas Towers, which hold the distinction of being the tallest twin towers in the world, were the inspiration behind Malaysia's national costume. This girl likes shoulders with spikes. It's Malaysia.
Kiran Jasal, Malaysia!
Malaysia.
Malaysia participated in one of Asia's largest obstacle courses to test her mental and physical strength. This 20-year-old has read over 800 books. Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia is studying dentistry and volunteers as an organizer for several dental outreach programs. She is learning to play the dol, a traditional double-headed drum native to northern India. Malaysia.
Malaysia. From 2 years old until 17, I grew up with a foster family. At 17 years old, I moved out to figure my life out. So I started modeling and traveling. I went through a lot in life, being independent, traveling alone. I learned so much about myself. So I have so much to give back to children. I have so much to share. I just want to guide them because I know that they are our future. I want to motivate them. I want to inspire them. I want to be able to speak and they will listen. children from an orphanage, children with parents, children who are gifted, children who are not gifted. They're all children anyways, and it makes me happy to see a child succeed and to see me put a smile on their faces.
Malaysia. This costume represents the national food of Malaysia, known as fat rice. The banana leaf on the back was made using a traditional technique in which candle wax is dipped on silk. It must be nice to be dressed up like rice. Malaysia!
Malaysia.
Malaysia is an actress and model who started traveling around the world at 17. After landing a film role in China, this 23-year-old had to learn to speak Mandarin in a month. Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia is a runner who recently ran her first half marathon. This certified skydiver not only collects makeup but does Instagram tutorials to teach makeup tips and tricks. Malaysia!
I started my own anti-cyberbullying campaign. It's called Dare to Shout. So I work with this telecommunication company in Malaysia. We've worked together, we've toured around schools to talk about cyberbullying. I had an acquaintance who jumped off the building because he got cyberbullied. I got that a lot when I was first crowned Miss Universe Malaysia, and I feel that now that I have a voice, I'm given a voice as Miss Universe Malaysia, I can do something about it. I can raise awareness on cyberbullying because it's not commonly talked about in my country. We have all heard about cyberbullying, but experiencing it, it's something very different, and I feel like there's a need to talk about it. At the very end of each session, I hand out my Instagram handle and tell them that if you really need someone to talk to, you can always come to me.
Malaysia.
Malaysia! This national costume is inspired by the ancient East Coast fishing civilization of Malaysia. The grain was coined as the symbol of courage and strength as they were resourceful and known for their protective spirit.
สาวงามจากประเทศมาเลเซียครับมาในชุดประจำชาติที่ได้รับแรงบันดาลใจมาจากอารยธรรมโบราณของชาวประมงในแถบชายฝั่งตะวันออกของมาเลเซียได้รับการยกย่องว่าเป็นสัญลักษณ์แห่งความกล้าหาญและความแข็งแรงครับ Malaysia was a victim of cyberbullying and started a campaign called #DareToShout to shed light upon this problem. This 21-year-old accounting and finance student plans to get her MBA in international business and become chartered accountant. Malaysia!
Malaysia.
Malaysia is currently taking contemporary dance classes. This 21-year-old 5'10" model volunteers at a shelter for teenage girls and spends her spare time reading Nicholas Sparks' romance novel. Malaysia.
Malaysia.
up next, we have Malta.
Shweta Sekhan, Malaysia! Malaysia started a campaign called Your Body, Your Say. The objective of this 22-year-old initiative is to get women to accept themselves and change society's critical beauty standards. Malaysia! Malaysia. 22-year-old Malaysia would like to work in the entertainment field, preferably as a talk show host. She struggled with low self-esteem as a teen because of her unhealthy lifestyle, but started taking care of herself and has since flourished. Malaysia.
Malta.